there's a question from one of the students to Ray, and it says, what were some of the barriers you faced when you started Healthy Hearts, I'm assuming outside of prison, and how did you overcome them?
Oh man, some of the barriers I think was just getting myself out there, letting people know who I was, and sharing my story, and having access to capital. That's still a barrier. Being able to hire talent, that's something that's super difficult. Just because where I'm at. There are a number of things, but the main thing is to live with purpose. Like I really feel like I live with purpose. And when times seem hard, I lean on that. When I see other organizations, and I'll speak on this real briefly, just because of the times that we're in. When I see other organizations that are non-Black and they receive like 4 times the amount of funding I receive in half the time, or they hire talent to build out their team, like highly skilled people come out and volunteer to build their team. Or you see when I get a newsletter and it's well-written content, they have videos to boot. Like, I wonder, like, why don't I have something like that? Like, what's the barriers for me where I'm not able to create that type of support, so I can get this type of, so my community can get the support that they need. So when I look at those type of barriers, especially, the highlight right now is just talking about all of Black Lives Matter, and you see all these big brands speaking about it. But when I think about like what I've experienced personally, it makes me think about like, is this a part of structural racism, right? That I'm not receiving that. So those are some barriers, and I'm just going to speak my truth, right? I could sugarcoat it and say like, Ray, you're not working hard enough. But and then as an entrepreneur, you have to figure it out. It doesn't matter if you're Black or white or whatever color you are. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to figure it. You have to overcome these things, right? And you got to stay the course. And for me, I'll say to any entrepreneur, like if you're doing something purposeful, then lean on that. Like if you have purpose and you're living through purpose, lean on that, and you'll be able to overcome whatever obstacle it is, no matter what.